Hello and welcome to a new video towards a Pokemon that I really want to showcase for ages, and I was hoping that it would get buffed eventually, and now it finally got buffed. I was finally able to build it, and I used 500,000 Stardust for a little crow. But honestly, this crow is insane. I went on a 10-0 run. No one has been able to beat this crow. You see all the battles here today. I didn't do more battles, I did 2 sets with this team here. I won every single battle because of the main star of the show, which is Murkrow. It is ridiculous on how strong this Pokemon is. It is ridiculous on how much damage this Pokemon is going to be able to do. And the typing itself is honestly so good, which we saw of course already from other Pokemon like the Moltres or the Manibus. But Murkrow has more of an offensive side there, more an attacking side for the flying typing. And that is going to be a unique selling point and something that other just can't really do. And here, first battle, we win quite fast. So we can move on to the next opponent. We're going to have a great lead here. We're going to have the Gastron in the lead, which allows us now to get some extra energy as well. I'm going to decide to overfarm by a bit, because what you can do with Murkrow is you can get yourself a nice, delicious energy advantage, which is going to allow you to get to those moves like a Dark Pulse quite fast. And we see here already on where this is going to help us, as you're going to have a Charge Boost stored. We are going to be able to catch an Air Cutter here onto our Gastrodon, which is going to be a Pokemon that is going to be able to take them quite easily. And we are going to see as well that we can let this move go. It is going to be the payback from the opponent, and I can go for the Body Slam now. Body Slam is going to allow us to align ourselves later on as well. Because we have now the alignment here, we can still go for the Water Pulse against the opponent's version here, doing some solid amount of damage, as they're going to knock us out afterwards as well. And they're now in farm down range, but I'm still going to go for a Charge Move here first. This is going to be a nice Drill Peck, getting the shield. We can swap out of here, catch the move, get the free fast move in, and KO the opponent's Gastrodon at the same time. That is a nice combo play here, as they're going to have only the Talonflame in the back, and I make a big mistake. I decided to go ahead and go for the bait here. If they call that, this game would maybe be a bit of a trickier one, but luckily they decided to go and use a shield, and with that we are going to be able to guarantee win this battle, as this is going to knock them out and we can move on to the next opponent. Azumarill is going to be up next. What a bad Pokemon for us to deal with, right? We have Murkrow, a Dark-type Pokemon against a Fairy, that's so bad. We're going to have 2 Ground-type Pokemon against a Water-type, that's so bad as well. No, it is not. We have Murkrow, and Murkrow doesn't care about that. Murkrow really doesn't care about it. Murkrow just wants to destroy. Murkrow is literally such a menace. Like, look at this. We already did more than 60% against the Azumarill with 1 hit here. We do more than 50% against the Diggersby. We can catch that Fire Punch onto our Gastrodon, and we are looking so good now, because the opponent has next to no play against us here. They're going to be forced to go for a Scorching Sand, which now only has a 10% chance to drop our attack, which we of course don't get here, which is very normal, I guess, nowadays. As this Body Slam is going to allow us to put them into knockout range. The farm down is going to happen here now, and we're going to have the Talonflame coming in, where we can go for the Water Pulse, the now ideal move on this Pokemon, and honestly such a big upgrade for Gastrodon, as we are going to see another Murkrow coming back in, and Murkrow is hungry for some KOs. But we're of course going to only get the shield from the opponent, and this is going to leave us in a bit of a tough spot, because we have to try to catch a hit here, and it's going to be a Flame Charge against our Gastrodon, and that means that we're going to have only our Marowak here left, and this is going to be a bit of a trickier one, as they go for another Flame Charge, which means they need quite a lot more energy to get to a move, which allows me now to get the KO here. But they're still going to have that Azumarill, and it's going to be a very close matchup here, as they still are going to be able to reach that Bone Club. Is it going to be enough or not? It is of course going to be enough damage here to knock out the opponent, and with that we can move on to the next one, which is going to be up against a Morpeko. That is going to be an interesting one here as well, because Morpeko is going to be very good for our backline. Not so much for our lead, but then again, they're already in Drill Peck range. This is already enough for it to be in Drill Peck range, just because of the pure amount of damage that we do here. And what the hell is going on? Why would you swap into your Clodsire against a Marowak? That doesn't really make sense, does it? Like, it really doesn't make sense. You're going to have here the Bone Club coming through. It's going to allow us to get some damage in, and we can try our best now to go ahead and let the Sludge Bomb go through. We're going to be able to go for the full farm and actually knock them out. I expected an Earthquake, and I would have then farmed it with a Murkrow and then try to win with a Murkrow, but no, the opponent doesn't even allow me to do that. No, they only allow me to go for those Bone Clubs and those Mud Slaps against the opponent's next Pokemon here, which is going to be actually one of the Pokemon that I feel like are a little bit underrated. I think this Pokemon Dunsparce is going to have a lot of play this season, but I feel like it's maybe more of a sleeper pick, and I feel like it's also a cool Pokemon for the Show 6 Pick 3 format if you're interested in this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Yeah, I actually kind of want to maybe do some content towards Show 6 Pick 3 as well. I have to see on how much time I'm going to have towards that soon, but maybe there's going to be something coming towards that. Stay tuned. We're going to have here Corviknight again. Corviknight was by far the not the worst lead, the most common lead. And this is so funny because you have Crow against Crow, right? Like at the end of the day, this is going to be such an interesting one. We're going to have, the Dark Bolts coming through. This is going to allow us to get a lot of damage here onto them. We can stop out, we can catch the move. And yeah, as we will see here as well, the Icata is coming in. We are going to have the Gaston coming in as well next. And we are going to be already at another charge move, which is going to allow us to get some damage in against the opponent's Gastrodon. They're going to very likely knock us out here, but it is going to be an interesting one here generally. It is going to be not enough to get to another charge move, which is alright. We can go ahead and go for that Gastrodon here. This is the Body Slam coming in. It's going to be alright for us as well. And then comes the Corviknight. We are going to go into our Murkrow. We can use a shield. We can get the energy. And interestingly enough, the opponent also decides to stay in here, giving us a ton of free energy, which I will definitely enjoy. We're going to have, the Drill Pick coming through against the opponent's Dusclops, and it's going to be a bit of a trickier one, as we will see here that there is going to be another charge move coming through. This is going to be an interesting one as we have to shield this move up, and we can try our best to still get another one. But here the Water Pulse is going to come through. This is going to allow us to get some nice damage in against them, forcing them to go for a charge move. They still have to go for 2 here in order to knock us out, which also means in the same breath basically that we are going to be able to definitely still get to another move with our Murkrow, or even a fast move is going to be enough here to win this battle, and so we can move on to the next one. Next up, we're going to have Togekiss here. Togekiss is going to be, again, a Pokemon that's going to be a bit trickier, right? But Murkrow wins Team Pitta, and Murkrow outspeeds the opponent, and Murkrow could one-shot the opponent. It really depends on what they're going to do here, but as we will see, we are going to shield this move up. It's going to be the Aura Sphere, and with that, we can go ahead and go for the Drill Pick, but I expected the opponent to swap, and they swap out into a Pokemon that I'm not really prepared for. It is going to be that Altaria, and with that, it's going to be quite a tough battle, as you see here as well. The opponent gonna go for the Sky Attacker, leaving us quite short in terms of health, and we can only reach to 1 Rock Slide. I don't think I'm gonna get to another one here. And so, would have been better maybe to go for the double Mud Slap? No, it is not, because, Bone Club, because the opponent is actually going to let the move go here, which now allows me to go into my Gastrodon, and they go into their Swampert, and how are we supposed to win this battle here? They decided to let the move go. That's alright. We are going to let the move go as well, because I assume that our bulk is going to be enough here to take a hit, and we're going to swap out straight away into the Murkrow. And let me show you again the star of the show here. If you forgot, this is the Pokemon, but we're also getting insanely lucky in this battle, because the opponent was like, I'm going to win this Team Pitta this time around. No, you're not. You're not going to win against our little Crow, as the Crow is going to take that Side Shock, and we're going to have still a shield left for our, Gastrodon here to take that Aura Sphere, and they have to take a harder hitting move here as well in the Body Slam to knock them out, and we can move on to the next opponent. We have a great lead waiting for us. That Gastrodon is going to be very good this season, and we're going to see the Fiero coming in. Fiero, a Pokemon I want to still showcase as well. To be fair, I just kind of want to showcase every single Pokemon here, because there are so many great ones. Like, there's honestly so many interesting Pokemon that I want to showcase still. I don't really know what I want to run next, because I have like a list of like 30-40 Pokemon that I want to run. So which one should I run next? Dodrio going to be an interesting one here as well, with Peck, Drill Peck, as well as the potential of Brave Bird or the Trailblaze. I hope they don't have Trailblaze, because that would be actually very difficult for our team right now, as they have 2 Pokemon being weak to Grass. Here's the left one, of course, Gastrodon being double weak, but also that single weakness of our Marowak is going to be very difficult for us. But as you're going to see here, we are going to be able to let the move go. It's going to be the Drill Peck, and we can go into our Marowak and shield up that move, allowing us to shield up whatever they want to go for, and it might be just the Brave Bird, and it's going to be the Brave Bird, which now allows us to see the final Pokemon. It's going to be that Gastrodon. We can go for that Drill Peck We need the damage here. We need to get them low, and we do get them low. And with that, we can take still a hit here, hopefully. We have to take a Water Pulse in order to have a chance of winning this battle, and we are going to be able to take it, farming them down, having 1 HP and a Drain, and we're going to have also here still the Bone Club coming through, getting the KO against a bird, and this is going to be the word. Next up is going to be another bird. Honestly, Corviknight is super common. Super common. You have to kind of prepare for it. Honestly, by the way, Rufflet is still a Pokemon I need to showcase as well. There's so many pack users that are so cool. Dartrix is a cool pack user. We're going to have Theoro, which is a cool pack user. Toucanon is a bad pack user. We're going to have Fletchinder, which is going to be a cool pack user. Fletchinder actually going to be the better Pokemon compared to Talonflame, which is kind of hilarious. If you have a Shadow Fletchinder, it's going to have better stats than the Talonflame. You do need, though, I think a hundo for it. Let me see actually real quick as well, just for you as information, because it's a cool one. You need a 0, 14, 15 actually, and you have to fully max it out as a Shadow, which I don't have. I only got a 1 Shadow, one so far of that Pokemon, and that definitely didn't have those stats. But yeah, interesting Pokemon there as well. Might be something worth taking a look for the future. But anyway, let's go back into the battle. We're going to have the Azumarill with Ice Beam, which is not going to do enough against our Gastrodon. We can farm it down, and in comes the Corviknight. I am still going to be forced to go for the Body Slam here. They would have outsped me here to another move. And so that is going to be... yeah, going to be a bit of a trickier one here. As we will see, there's going to be a Child coming through. There's going to be the Body Slam coming in here. This is going to be an interesting one here. Is this going to get the shield from the opponent? We can shield this move up here as well. This is going to allow us to get to that next Water Pulse in time. I can go for even 1 over. And with that, we are going to be able to win this battle. Goodbye, Turtonator. I think Turtonator is a very overhyped Pokemon. And we can move on to the next one, the second to last battle, where we are going to encounter again another bird. It's going to be the Togekiss again here up against us, and this is going to be quite a trickier one. As we will see here, the Drill Pick is going to come through, gonna get shielded, and again, I do expect that the opponent does want to catch another move here from me, and so I'm not gonna go for my next charge move. They saw now, I win the CMP tie, they're gonna be scared of me, and they're going to reveal that they have the Empoleon in the back, and I make a ginormous mistake in this battle. What is my mistake here? I have a great alignment here. This is exactly where I want to be. They still get to another move. I should have went for my Body Slam before. Why? Because Togekiss still has a move stored, and I needed to kind of keep my Gastrodon alive here. I cannot do it now. They still have the shield. I have my Murkrow. I just don't believe in Murkrow here at this point. Wait, we're gonna knock them out. We're gonna have the Marowak in the back here against our own Marowak, and we got a little bit of a damage advantage against them here. If they shield, they're gone. If they shield here, they are gonna be gone. And they shield. And you know what this means? Never disrespect that Murkrow. This tiny bird is ridiculous. Build this tiny bird. It is gonna give you so much fun in this Go Battle League meta. And there is a big bird. One more thing, by the way, as well. Since the season, and I heard reports about it as well, I didn't have a single battle where I had lag. Not a single one. I really hope this continues. I really hope they just finally, after 5 years, found the fix for it and just leave it as it is. Don't have another update that completely destroys it again, because I have so much fun currently. I can tell you that I have so much fun. I have never had that much fun, I think, in Go Battle League as currently. I'm just excited to play the game. There are so many cool Pokemon. There are so many spicy Pokemon that are now good. There are Pokemon that I just enjoy personally. I always want to build Murkrow and make a video towards this Pokemon, because I always find it funny with a Drill Pick on this Pokemon. All of the things currently just make me super excited for the current season. I don't know how it is for you, but especially that the game works which is like funny that this is like kind of something that's like so exciting, because it should work always, but no, it never did. It just makes me super excited for the season. It makes me super excited for what's to come. It's just so much fun. Like, honestly, I have so much fun playing the game right now. It is ridiculous. I am enjoying everything. And there's a team that I haven't showcased yet because I want to push it on first, because it's so much more fun as well. That didn't really work out well. I actually went 0-5 with the team before, and had still so much fun. Like, so much fun. A lot of the games were actually down to my own mistakes that I lost, by the way. I would have more say went 3-2 if I actually played everything perfect. But I played a very spicy team, a fun team, a fast team, and Murkrow is just winning everything, and I'm fine with that. I only lost so far due to my own mistakes, not to the game, and that is something that I've never experienced before, to be fair, and I'm happy about it. Let me know down below what do you think about the season, what do you think about the current state of the game. I'm super happy. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.